So I got the GoPro just mounted up high, basically looking at all this garbage over here, and then I got this camera right here, and this camera's doing this here, and everything's simultaneous recording. So it's kind of like an editing nightmare. But it's alright, I'm cool with it. 1,000 cameras, yeah! So one thing that I will say about cleaning this out is it's a long process. It's getting there. So we got things pretty well cleared out. Had to go ahead and throw some chalk lines on the ceiling. That chalk line right there, leading right over to that section of the foundation, 24 inches out. This chalk line right here, that's actually 18 inches down. I had originally said 16, but I decided to go ahead and go with 18 just to maximize what I can fit in there, just give a little extra room. So now we're just going to set up the saw, start ripping some of our 2x4s that I got. I'm going to slice into the ceiling with my keyhole saw and find out where my ceiling joists are. That way when I do screw my Grip-Tex into the ceiling surface, I'll be getting them right into the joists, and they have a nice little ledge on them. By the way, this is like the first time I've seen my Camaro in I don't know how long. It's all tucked away. This area right here is where my saw usually goes, right in between where my welder is and all my other stuff. And there's my other Camaro. Basket case. I'm not the only one that has a basket case Camaro. I know that this one needs a little bit of work, but it's worth it though. So, someday.
Ow! People on the top, you go right through the floor, joking, ha ha ha. Wow, look how big the garage is.
Top plate, 2x4 ripped in half. 176 inches. They are structural tech screwed right into my floor joists. Spaced out enough. I'm going to give plenty of support. It's definitely being overbuilt. Then I got a 2x4 that's mounted on the back wall. That is glued and shot in with my Remington 496. This thing's awesome. I did shoot red. So the first beam that's right here, there's the seam right there. That's actually also glued together with structural PL. And that's an 8-foot piece that's going down to that wall. The other piece is measuring in at 80. So that gave us the 176. This little block right here, all that's doing is just kind of just keeping these two together. You know, I'm doing this by myself. Had it on the bottom, that way I could just use it as a cleat and set this, 80-inch piece on this section. I did chalk a line. You could probably see the blue. Yeah, you can see it actually. So I did chalk a line all the way from that end over there, and I had my daughter, Sammy, help me out, chalked it all the way down this line. I then decided to go ahead and put another piece in here. I haven't decided whether if I'm going to cut that back so I can join it up with this one, so it kind of all becomes, one piece. But what this one's for is this is just going to be a little shelf. I'm not exactly sure if it's going to go all the way down. Probably not. I'm going to put all my solvents, sprayers, cleaning stuff, stuff doing, detailing cars and whatnot. We'll see what else I put there. I might even, who knows, maybe throw some shoes up there or whatever. It's coming along. Garage is definitely still a disaster. I've actually got to bring in all my stuff tonight because we're going from, what do we have in Boston? We had, 72? So 72 degrees to tomorrow to sleet and rain. So, yeah, it's typical New England for you. I do have a stack of 20s right here, 2x3s. And these were reclaimed from the back of the pegboard that I had. I've got a stack of 6. I'm going to use 5 of them. And what those are going to do is that's going to be for this front fascia piece. So what I'm going to do is at the two ends, there and there, go with a center, and then go in the middles in between that center one. Then this top shelf is going to be all set. See if I can step back and give a better look. From here, that's what it looks like right now. It doesn't look like much, but it's going to look pretty sweet once everything's all thrown together. And I did throw my level on that ceiling, and I adjusted the structural text so that everything was level. That base cleat that's along the wall is perfectly level. Psyched. This is going to come out pretty nice. What's up, Guy Garage?